What's up, YouTube? It's your boy again, coming back with another video on this channel. As always, I am the Rhino.
I am the bat. I am back.
Yes, sir. It's been a long time since you were on the show. What, like 2 years ago, literally? Like 2, 3 years?
2 years. I think it was December 22, I believe. I think we did like a holiday special uh
Yeah,
at your house, I believe, right?
yeah. Apartment at the time.
Yeah, apartment. So I think that's the last time I was on the show, but I'm glad to be back. We're gonna get back to this. We're gonna maybe make it better than ever before.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been traveling, starting my own, like in the last year, I started my own company, so I've been dealing with that. And unfortunately, this podcast is kind of went by the wayside a little bit on my end.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even though I haven't been on the show for 2 years, we've still been talking back and forth and
Yeah.
stuff like that on sports, personal life, stuff like that. And it's good because we met at Crowd Zone like basically almost 10 years ago now, which is
Almost, yeah.
next year will be no 2 years will be 10 years.
Yeah, so like 8 years.
2017. So yeah, it's time's been going quick,
Yeah.
bro. Like it's been going insanely fast. So yeah, it's glad to be back on the show. Get to be pretty sure a lot of people forgot who I even was. So I'm back now.
Yeah, hopefully full time this time.
Yeah, see some full time. So we both got like work schedules. So probably we should probably do this maybe like every Sunday night, I believe. Right?
Yeah,
You
I
want to
think
do it every Sunday night?
maybe even like Friday night, Sunday night. Maybe do two a week. That way, it's like we can kind of talk about the UFC schedule a little bit. Talk about the our thoughts on the NFL.
World Cup and NFL
Yeah,
and UFC.
yeah. We'll figure out a schedule that's more good for the both of us that we both can handle it and not go to the club at night on a Saturday or something.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I said what I said, man.
Yeah. So I think right now we can probably talk about everything sports related. I know there's week 3 going on right now in the NFL. Same thing
Yeah,
with the Champions League just ended earlier this week. But the thing is, I haven't been watching much football or soccer as in some European or South American countries if you guys are watching.
yeah.
Just because, well, I still watch sometimes, but now, like, I got the job, I'm not able to watch it as much as, like, so when I was unemployed. So, well, I feel like the thing is, though, I follow the team in Portugal, Sporting Lisbon. They're doing pretty good in the Champions League right now. Usually I was supporting where Ronaldo was playing in Europe, like, Real Madrid and Juventus and Manchester United. So, now he's an Al Nassr getting billions of dollars or
Yeah.
something, so it's insane how much soccer players get made. And what's a crazy story happened actually last week is that Neymar's also getting $1 billion.
Oh shit.
And
That's
it's the funniest thing you probably ever. It's not from a sports contract. A dying Brazilian wealthy guy, billionaire, is giving all his fortune to him.
damn. That's an easy way to make $1 billion.
And it's very weird because I thought it was fake news. It sounds like something fake, because Neymar already has $1 million. He doesn't need that kind of money.
Yeah.
But then this guy just gave him his whole entire fortune to him. So that's just a crazy story. I thought it was fake, but then you look it up, it was literally on there. The thing is, though, I kind of read about it or saw a YouTube video about it, is that he rather give it to him rather than the Brazilian government.
Right.
Also, rather than giving it to his family because he wasn't close to his family.
Right.
But I still would have. I would give that money if I was like, that stage, like, where you're a billionaire. I would give it to the people that need it. Like, like I know he didn't have like family or something, but maybe like a close friend. Maybe he had a close friend. Maybe like somewhere like or like some like neighborhood or something that
Yeah, like
fix.
give it to charity kind of thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of charity they kind of like get your money and they don't do anything at all. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like how Haiti is.
Usually,
Yeah, so that's
because
why you gotta do research on all the companies you're gonna give your money to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like you said, it's like there are charities, there are good charities, and there's charities that just sit there and take the
Not
money
do
and go to
anything.
it.
Yeah, and not do anything at all. So yeah, so I've been some traveling too recently too. I got actually big plans for next year for traveling.
Nice.
I'm actually supposed to be in Portugal this time, but this week. But since I just got hired, I decided not to. So, but I'm going to her sister's wedding. I'm
Who's
gonna
sisters?
no my cousin's,
Oh, your cousin. Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
but my cousin's sister is also getting married in
Okay.
February.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll go to that one.
Yeah, I was in Philadelphia about a month ago for my birthday, funny enough. Yeah.
Nice. How did that go?
It was good. It was good. I was there for my buddy's wedding. So for the audience, I'm 33 now, just to let you guys know. And
2 years older than me.
yeah, exactly. Once you get into your like late 20s, early 30s, you'll start going to a lot of weddings.
Oh, I've been to a lot. I feel like the year that I've been to the most weddings was 2021.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
COVID happened, everything canceled, right? So they
Yeah,
postponed it to the next year. It was probably like at least like 8 weddings, 7 weddings, less than 2 months or 3 months for me in that summer.
damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
This year alone, I've already been to two weddings. I'm heading to my third one in August. Or not August, sorry, October.
October. That's nice. Where's the one in October going to be at?
It's over in Walnut Creek area.
On our creek? Okay, so East Bay over there.
Yeah.
Pretty
Never been
nice.
to Walnut
That's a
Creek.
nice area. That's a nice area.
Yeah.
Kind of boring though. I got friends that live there.
Never been.
Never been. Yeah, I never. I think I just driven by it. I don't think I never actually stopped there,
Right.
but yeah. So I got some traveling coming up next year, maybe in the new year. So I'm thinking maybe like a holiday trip too, maybe to Cancun, Mexico again, or
Nice.
somewhere close. If it was like far, like Europe or even somewhere else, like Asia, would have been like 2 weeks at least.
Yeah, you need at least to go. You need to be depending on where you go in Asia, you need at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, so even Europe, you need at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I feel like right now for my traveling plans for next year, it's going to be a lot more than traveling for this year. I didn't really travel much this year, but
Yeah.
this year,
And then I know later on for me, I'm going to be going out to North Carolina to see family in like
yeah,
December time, and potentially I might be going somewhere else in December, but haven't really decided if I want to go out or not since this will be the fourth time this year that I'll be traveling. So TBD on if I'm doing any major plans for Christmas and New Year's.
nice, nice. Yeah, so for me, for the holidays, for New Year's and stuff, I'm thinking about maybe going to Cancun. If you want to come, you could come. It's just a friends trip,
Yeah.
basically bros, basically just no friends.
Hey, and if we do that, that'll be our first podcast on location. That'll be hilarious.
I'm down. We could. I mean, yeah. So I was actually kind of thinking about doing an Asia trip also for next year. I
Right.
was kind of like I was talking to my friends, let's go to Japan, but then they said let's go to Thailand. You know, those two countries are very good to visit though.
Yeah.
So I know right now, I think you've been to Japan, right? Have you
No,
been?
I haven't.
Oh,
I want to go, but that's one. I mean, I would like to go on a what's it called, a martial arts trip around the world.
let's do that. We've been talking that like 5 years ago. We haven't
Yeah,
done it yet.
I know, right?
This got to be our episode too. We got to like
Yeah.
go like, everywhere where they do something, Japan for karate, Kung Fu, China, and Brazil
Thai,
for jiu-jitsu.
Thailand for Muay Thai, obviously.
I tell ya.
Then
And
we first have to figure out which martial arts we want to do first, and then build a trip around that.
yeah,
There's like what I think 1,000 different martial arts from like every country, or like
oh, exactly. It's
so
gotta be,
we have to basically pick and choose and basically like figure that out.
yeah. Well, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Um, we should probably, what's crazy though is that the big club in Los Gatos, there's the Netflix headquarters across the street.
Yeah, I know.
Uh, so I was kind of thinking, like, if we do get bigger, maybe we can ask them for some help in the future.
Yeah.
We'll see
Maybe.
how that goes.
Well, no, we are. I don't think we're big enough right now, but eventually,
Yeah,
same for that.
you got to start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere.
Exactly.
So I know if we do make it that big, we should ask. Maybe we can
No,
start
no,
off.
not if. When.
Yeah.
Let's manifest this, man, dude.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, we gotta do some traveling together. So yeah, if you do want to come to Cancun with us, I still gotta plan that. I gotta text some couple other my other buddies. Just a big group, like maybe like group of like 4 or 5. Maybe.
Yeah, like I first had to figure out my plans for December because I know my parents wanted to do a trip for was it not Thanksgiving for Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go somewhere
Yeah,
just
yeah, just let me know. Just let me
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll text you. We have each other's numbers.
And also kind of thinking about doing maybe a Cancun trip for my birthday again for next year in May. Kind of
Yeah,
about it. Just for the week.
yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah. So what else you been up to other than work and still training martial arts too right now?
Yeah, I've just been training martial arts. Still at Crawl Zone. Just working out like crazy. Other than that, not much. Just trying to figure out how to make more money for my company that I started about a year plus ago, and stuff like that. That way, it's not like that way. I'm just like that way I can focus on like expanding and like not having to worry about getting paid for health insurance and all that fun stuff.
Right.
You know how it is.
Are you wearing a green shirt too, or is that a blue? That's green,
This
right?
is more of a green. So I worked prior to,
Kind of wearing green similar, green
yeah, it's
shirt.
more of a, I know in the video it's more of like a bluish teal color, but it's like a
Yeah, yeah,
green, like a kind of similar to yours, but a little bit lighter green.
yeah.
But like this is, it's like, for those of you in the who are watching, I used to work for a place called SLAC, SLAC, which is the Stanford Linear Accelerator Center, which is one of the, long story short, it's one of the national labs. This is their shirt.
Nice, nice.
So that's it.
I drive next to it on the freeway every time.
Yeah, so that's where I used to work.
Right off 280,
Yes, sir.
Dan Hill Road.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's about it for me. There's nothing major for myself. Um, just thinking about like who I'm also trying to get guests on this show. That way it's like we can keep talking to people, expand out who and all that stuff. That makes
right.
sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could get our friends too, or something like
Yeah,
that. Maybe talk their story. They could give it out.
yeah. I
Uh,
reached out to
I'm trying to get into the fitness too. I was actually thinking about becoming a fitness influencer, but there's so many fitness influencers out
yeah,
there now. So, um, they still get you still get. I mean, I'll have to be bigger. Um, fitness. I mean, it's still a thing. I mean, they still go to Instagram. And a lot of people they want to look like jacked up. They want to look like the next. They could be like the next Ronaldo or like the next, you know,
whoever.
David
Yeah,
Spade or Arnold the Terminator.
yeah.
He actually was at Bay Club,
You,
visited.
damn.
Yeah, he checked in one time.
I thought he was more of a goal. I know he was part of Gold's Gym at some point or another.
Yeah, I think it was now. I think it was the Gold's Gym in Venice, the one of the most famous
Yeah.
gyms out there. Oh, we should. Speaking about gyms, we should probably do a video of the most unique top gyms in the world too.
True. That is a good topic to
Yeah,
discuss.
like MMA and also like regular ones, like regular
Yeah.
gyms. You know, it would be a very good topic. If people want to look for gyms, you could probably give them those ideas
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Just stay away from 24. I was a member there, and it freaking sucks. If 24,
I've heard a lot of negative stuff about 24 fitness,
yeah,
but it's more
I quit 24. This is I left on a good note, but I
right.
left 24 because the machine's row was broken and it took forever to fix. The co-workers there were toxic. Um, I was the only one that didn't work on the weekend, so everyone was kind of, hey, can you cover my shift? And I was like, oh, nope. I wasn't much of a team player back then, but now I am at Big Club. I'm more of a team player.
Right.
But 24, if they want to stay business, they gotta clean their machines. Hire a cleaning crew at least. Clean up the gym, not just the machine. Clean up the gym. Clean up the locker room. I seen a lot of like syringes in the locker room at the time, you know. So that's not
Hey,
a good look. So and you know they take forever to fix the machines, and it's like they don't care, you know.
yeah, I know, right?
So what's funny is that Florida, they used to have gyms in Florida, like facilities in Florida, and then Crunch acquired it.
Oh shit.
All the gyms that 24 had in Florida, Crunch got them all. So they're not making good business at that point. You know, they already lost one state, and I left like 2 years ago, basically.
Yeah,
Like no, 2023, May 16 was my last day there, and I quit on good terms for that because you know the coworkers were toxic. You know when you go in at a gym, you want to get greeted, right?
right.
Have people looking on their phones like this, you know, looking at texting or
Yeah,
whatever, you know, exactly.
exactly.
Because if you go to a hotel, you're never going to see a guy on their phone.
Yeah, you'll be in the present or in the moment, helping customers and all that
Exactly.
stuff.
You gotta welcome them. And that's how I want to be greeted when I go to a gym or when I go somewhere that, you get greeted on.
Yeah.
So
Oh, by the way, talking about hotels, there's a little small chain of hotels that called Lowe's Hotels, Leows or Loews, something like that. And I stayed at their Philly location. Dude, it was nice. Sorry, I wanted to make sure they were mentioned.
it's good. I mean, speaking of hotels,
Place in Florida. And then
I got friends and that work in some of those hotels. They work in Rosewood, Four Seasons, and stuff. And I've been to Rosewood and Four Seasons, and I mean Rosewood used to be lit before
yeah,
COVID. It used to be lit. They used to
I've been
have
to Rosewood.
in Sand Hill Road, the Menlo Park one. It used to have every Thursday MILF nights. They
Wait,
used to
say that
go
again? What?
MILF nights, for younger.
Okay,
So
that's what I heard, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't losing my mind.
they don't do it anymore, but they used to do it back in before COVID.
Right.
I went there with my buddies, all the time. We got flirting. We talked to some MILFs and stuff, and pretty funny. But they don't do it anymore. So I think COVID kind of changed a lot of things. And I mean, it hasn't been the same. I still see people still eating outside on the street where roads used to drive on. It's
Yeah.
still in Palo Alto.
Same thing with Mountain View too.
Yeah. I need to start. I mean, yeah, I think the Castle Street, right? In
Yeah,
Mountain,
Castle Street it's still the same
all
way.
the where all the bars and clubs are right over there.
Yeah,
I like San Francisco more for partying. Like, the clubs there is better, but
yeah. I'm not a huge club guy, so you won't see me there much.
I think we only went out once. I think it was only once, right? I might be wrong. I think it was only once.
Yeah, I mean, like for
That
me,
was in Mountain View.
I mean, yeah, one time in Mountain View, that was it. Like, I think my entire life, I've been to maybe 7 different clubs, like ever. I'm not a huge club guy. I don't.
Yeah.
For me, my philosophy is like, I don't mind dancing or going out with friends to a club.
Yeah.
It's just like if that isn't my first choice or my second choice. It's more like I would rather go to a bar, hang out at a bar, and like relax instead of like, oh, let's go listen to loud music and
Well, same thing
for
with
friends.
bars too. Bars sometimes could play loud music.
Not
Um,
all of them, but like,
yeah, the ones in San Francisco they do all the time. Like, you got Balboa Cafe, you got the Barbarossa Lounge.
yeah,
All those are like bars, and then some in Fillmore Street and the Marina, like you know, But then I go to clubs like I've been to, been to Temple, San Francisco. I've
right.
been to Pura, which is 1015 Folsom, which is a big club. It's that's like a Latin club. And I've been to that's basically it. Those are like the big clubs I've been in the city. Um, San Jose, I don't really like much because all my friends I know that go out mostly are from SF, but I do
Yeah.
have some friends in San Jose areas. I only went there a couple times. That's just not really my vibe though down there. But but it's but yeah, I think if you want to meet a right person or a right girl, you can meet them at the gym or a shopping center A lot better than a clever bar because I went out relationships like that. Never lasted well
Yeah.
or never long.
Yeah. So I've been told.
Yeah. So yeah, so I feel like we should do the next episodes. We should probably be talking about, is the gyms, maybe even hotels too,
Yeah.
traveling destinations again, round two, because we did that 5 years ago again. Let's make an updated one.
Right.
Um, Sports, soccer, football,
MMA.
MMA, boxing. Well, boxing's kind of dead now. But speaking of boxing, though, did you see the last fight? Canelo and Crawford?
That was a war, dude.
That was just like, I don't think that was much of a war. I think that was just one-sided.
I was referring to that one side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But did you see the UFC before though? The
Yeah,
UFC,
that was fun.
that was actually, the elbow from Lopez to the guy. That
Yeah.
was a crazy fight. I feel like that card, which is funny, I missed that card. But usually those cards sometimes give you better fights than the pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly.
So who's fighting? Is there any fights this coming weekend? This coming Saturday?
Yeah, on the 27th, I think that yeah, there's a card on the 27th. I'm actually gonna pull that up right now. Give me a second. Yeah, there's
I know
a
the UFC
it's
right
not a
now
it's not a pay-per-view, but it's like a just like a
uh,
card.
by night.
Right now, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Want to see the card or no?
Yeah, let's do the card. Show it.
All right, let's see here. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, here are the prelims. So just kind of glance through that. Oh, it's gonna be a heavyweight fight right here. Sorry, I like the weight fights. It looks like they're debuting here.
Yeah. Looks
These,
like she's debuting from New Zealand against the Brazilian girl. Then you got Australian guy fighting a Peruvian dude.
yeah, and then DR got a Congolese person just fighting an Australian, and then an American. A lot of Australians because it's in Perth.
Oh yeah, Perth. Yeah.
So Wales versus Australia, United States versus Australia. Another two more Brazilians and like fighting against New Zealand slash or Thai.
I think this fight's gonna be like in the mornings, like 5 in the morning,
No, it's
right?
gonna be it's 7 p.m. California time.
California time, but over there in Australia, it's probably like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, 5 in the morning, six
That's
in the morning, something like that.
wow, those fans are wild to go at that time. Watch 5 a.m.
Yeah, and then this is the main card. We got another heavyweight,
Another
Scotland.
Scotland, United States, Australia. Well, dude, one thing's for sure is that everyone that's not Australian is gonna get booed that whole entire night.
Oh yeah, of course.
So you got the only one I think I know is Dominic Reyes on this fight card. I don't think I know anyone
You don't know
else.
Tafa? Jimmy Tafa?
Dustin Toughen? No, I
That's what
don't
I was
think
gonna say.
so.
He's basically what like you remember Mark Hunt, the Super
Yeah,
Samoan? He's kind of like that in the sense like he just has like heavy hands. He can knock everybody out, kind of thing.
yeah. He kind of reminds me like like the Samoan brothers, like in the WWE, like Roman Reigns and those guys.
I don't know. I don't watch the UFC. All right, I don't watch WWE.
Because every Samoan guys have that tattoo, or like the
Yeah, all the Pacific Islanders do. Yeah,
yeah, they all have that tattoo on their arm.
yeah. I know. I've seen Justin Toffel fight. He was a brute. And then Jimmy Cruz is good. I think he challenged for the light heavyweight throne. I think. I could be wrong. At some point, and then Dominic Reyes, obviously, he fought Bones Jones several years ago for the championship belt.
Yeah, I think we'll see if I even watch this card. But there could be some banger fights, like I said
Yeah.
earlier. Usually the people that no one knows kind of gives that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for this coming weekend. It's UFC event.
Yeah. We'll maybe on Friday or Saturday we'll talk about like who we think is going to win the main card.
The picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So NFL week 3 is getting wrapped up
Yeah, tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah. And then the Champions League wrapped up earlier this week.
Right.
I don't like the new Champions League format.
What's
Now,
different? I don't know. As a person who doesn't watch soccer or football, what's different?
they just made it longer. Just made like one huge league phase instead
Uh,
of like group stage, how it used to be in the past.
right.
So one big thing, like each group and whoever does well advances.
So it's
So
more like a round robin now,
uh
I guess.
not really, actually, I think.
Okay.
Um, that was more like like how it was the old format. So now they play games because back in the old format they played games only Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but now they play Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
More games, and also last season that for the first time Champions League game were played in January.
Interesting.
They usually resume like so. It starts September, it goes up to November
Right.
or even December actually. Then January off, then February resumes. But now it's like just all of that. Um,
Makes
you
sense.
should probably watch the fans. The fans in Europe are probably much more passionate than the fans here. Because if the Niners suck or any teams here in America sucks, no one's gonna go to the games. Tickets
Yeah.
would probably be like $25. Over there in Europe, your team could suck ass and they'll
And
still
tickets would
fill
be,
up the stadium.
yeah, and tickets would be like $900 a pop or whatever.
I think the tickets are in Europe is actually not that expensive.
I was being a little sarcastic when I said that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have friends. I think it's even like less. And what's crazy though is that they're not as much, but the teams over there are like billions.
Yeah.
Only the top teams are like in the billion spot. You got Real Madrid, it's the richest sports teams in the world.
I thought it was Man U.
No,
Okay.
Man U is second place.
I
Manchester
don't
United.
know. I
Yeah.
I thought it was Man
It's
U.
the most famous. It's the most famous team if they think of football, soccer. Of course, Manchester United because they have the largest fan base.
Right.
You're gonna see them. You're gonna see them all over. Um, so yeah. So I suggest you maybe if you have time, whatever, just watch the soccer games highlight. You're gonna see how the atmosphere is
Right.
compared to the NFL here. There's even people that flare up the stadiums and shoot stuff.
Damn.
And there's also a very crazy thing though too is that if you look at like the soccer football over there, look at the countries how Albania is
Yeah. I heard Albania is crazy.
or Serbia. The fights, the brawls in those games. There's even like if there's a big rivalry game, they even have to like games try to be on pause for a little bit because even the soccer players or footballers fight, even the fans too. It gets that intense over there.
Damn.
Like the same thing goes with South America, like Argentina, because in 2018 I remember hearing this. They were supposed to play the final. They have their version of the Champions League is called something else. I think it's Copa something,
Copa
but
America?
no, that's the nations. But like that, like the other club, like clubs, like how they do in Europe, which is champ like Real Madrid, Manchester United, right?
Right.
South America have their own teams too. So you got Sao Paulo, which is a Brazilian team. You got some of these other teams, from like Argentina, which I believe the Brazil and Argentina dominate South America as well, on even in clubs, from what I've heard. So their game, they do two. So they do two games, like a round rock, like one home, one away for each
Right.
team. The second game had to be postponed twice, I believe. So
Damn.
the rioting, there are riots. There's like fans fighting cops down there in Argentina, which this became news for everywhere, like in the sports world.
Right.
It got big, so that they moved that game, the second game, to be played in Real Madrid Stadium in Spain. And they did the final in Spain instead of Argentina because they're just
Damn.
so violent. They're just so the clashes were like 18, 14 days straight. It was a big rivalry game. I believe the fan got stabbed over a sport game, right? The same thing happens here in the NFL. That's why the Niners and Raiders don't play as well now. They do because Raiders are in Vegas now.
Yeah.
But when they were here in preseason, they used to fight in a freaking preseason game, just low lives.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just in the sports world, there's crazy, obnoxious fans.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you look at cricket, at least India, Pakistan, that comes into a riot as well. And like, I remember being in India for one of those wins that India beat Pakistan in cricket, and you see on the news like where all the fans of the Pakistani national team are like, "We're gonna come kill your wife and kids in front of you," and I'm just like, "Yo, it's not that big of a deal. Like, just chill."
Over cricket,
Yeah, I was like,
it's like
"Yo,
a baseball type of game, right? It's kind of like baseball.
similar, but not really." Well, like, think baseball, I guess.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like if it's kind of like it's a game at the end of the day. It doesn't like yeah, here's my thing. Like if you look at the
Yeah,
NFL,
seriously.
it doesn't really matter who wins the Super Bowl or who wins the next game. It doesn't really change my life or anyone's life unless you're like betting every single cent you have on the game. And just to let you
It
know, I don't
is
support
super
that at all.
it is super cool for your team or like country for like World Cups to even win something because it's pretty cool. Otherwise, what's it being played for?
Yeah.
Uh, you gotta have
Yeah,
a
I'm not saying like don't play sport. I'm just saying like it's good for the athletes who
good
choose.
for the city mostly because
Yeah,
the city benefits from it mostly.
yeah, exactly.
It just makes it fun, like cities, like like college. But make it cities is actually good. It makes it funner because like you say, hey, my city's better than yours. You just won a Super Bowl, right? You can
Yeah,
just say that.
exactly.
Hey, but hopefully the Niners win it this year. It's a Super Bowl's in our turf. It's kind of hard right now because everyone's getting banged up.
Yeah.
Your
Y'all
Steelers,
had a close call today, right?
huh?
Y'all had a close call today, right?
Yeah, it was a close game. Let's see. Did the Steelers play today or they play tomorrow?
Yeah, let me see. I'm actually pulling it up right now. Give me a second.
Oh, it's fine. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Um,
Yeah, I think the Steelers played today and came out with like a one touchdown lead against
Patriots.
yeah, but yeah, it was a one touchdown game, 21-14 against over the Patriots.
You know what's crazy? You know how like the Champions League just started?
Yeah,
The team that no one that doesn't really do well
right?
is in first place after one
Damn.
game.
Yeah,
So my team right here is actually doing pretty good. They're actually in fourth place, but they're probably not going to stay there for long anyways. So
right.
you got rid of our best striker. He joined Arsenal. Fuck that
Damn,
guy. He used to do the bank thing like this. So if you see like a soccer player doing this or something or like a mask,
right,
it's pretty cool. But he's on Arsenal now. So yeah, so you got Man City's in that place, Liverpool in place. So all the teams you expected to be like in top five, they're not doing well. Real Madrid's in 13th place. But it's also one game. So I think next week.
right. You can't really judge the season off of one game, right?
Yeah. I mean, look at look. So last year Liverpool was first place. They lost to Paris Saint-Germain, which they were like later, like more later. They ended up winning the Champions League first ever in their history.
Damn.
Uh and stuff. It was a great Champions League though. Even though it wasn't really following much other than
Right,
spin playing. I mean, when they got eliminated, I stopped following as much, just a little bit. But of course, everyone's gonna watch the final, so I watched the final.
right.
And Paris destroyed Inter Milan. I was kind of rooting for Inter Milan, kind of. I got a jersey from them.
You said Inter Milan or AC Milan?
Inter Milan. There's two Milans actually too.
Okay,
They both share the same stadium. So AC and Inter Milan are both in the Italian league, and they both share the same stadium.
Okay.
So Inter Milan is blue and AC Milan is red.
I think I have an Inter Milan jersey.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. Because I have a blue jersey that says Milan on it, so I think it's Inter Milan then.
Yeah, it won't be AC Milan. AC Milan's red.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. Like I suggest whenever you got a free time, watch one of the highlights of Champions League in the day. Like
Right.
the atmosphere is intense. World Cup is coming up next year. Levi's is hosting like 4 games.
That's right. I forgot
Excited.
that. Yeah. Yeah, the host countries are Canada, US, and Mexico.
Yeah, and then the next World Cup after this one, after next year's, is going to be Portugal, Spain, Morocco,
Right.
plus Argentina and Uruguay, since it's the anniversary of the World Cup. So they're having 6 nations host. So what's gonna suck is that you North America and Europe are not gonna host the World Cup for at least 8 years.
True.
So Saudi Arabia got the 2034, I believe, I think, which is
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah. It's
too much money. Everything's going there. UFC is going there, WWE is going there, soccer's going there, even the NFL is going there.
boxing went there too.
Yeah, and I think they're doing the NFL, but I think it's flag football. I think I might be wrong.
Okay.
I might be, but I don't know. I heard Tom Brady might come out of retirement, might do something. Maybe he wants that
Dude, Tom Brady's
Saudi
given
money.
enough money to his name. He doesn't need more.
Yeah, but you know how people are; they're greedy.
Yeah. Unless
Wish
Giselle wants like
Ronaldo. I wish
all the money.
Ronaldo. Yeah, I wish Ronaldo joined MLS instead of the Saudi league.
Yeah.
Everyone is going to Saudi league, but you
Oh
know,
yeah. I mean, nothing against Saudis, but like they can throw money at like everything and still have like $1 trillion to spare, $1 billion to spare, or whatever.
they're building. Speaking about them spending a lot of money, they're building like the city line, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's completed yet. I don't think they're going to complete it. It's taking too much longer than they thought it was going to.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can literally search this up. Um, but yeah, it's chill.
Yeah.
You're looking at the line now.
Yeah, I'm gonna yeah, it's just it still says it's and according to a quick Google search, it says Saudi Arabia planned the quote unquote line city is a 170 kilometer or 110-mile long linear urban development within the larger NEOM project in the I'm not going to try to pronounce Tabuk province. I'm not going to try. I know I butchered that name. Like, yeah, I don't even yeah, it says under current status here. It says as of July 2025, the project is undergoing a strategic review to access its feasibility and potential commercial viability. So that means I don't think it's even like began yet in the construction.
Exactly. So we'll see if they even finish it done.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they even started because, like you said, it's like a bunch of money
yeah.
and all
I
that stuff.
just feel, speaking about buildings like that, I feel like we should focus on our airports and our buildings as well. But all of our money goes to the military.
Most of it, yeah,
So I think we could even pause that for a while. We still have the most paid military in the world
yeah, and
for
that's
a while. We could stop paying our military for years and we still be up there.
yeah,
We should probably just focus on our architecture because our airports are trash. Like I flew out to like airports in Europe, it's better. I flew out, like you know, Europe has better airports, but I heard even like Asia has
yeah. Like,
good
well, for
airports
example,
too.
I went
Like
through,
uh, like like United Arab Emirates and
yeah.
Saudi Arabia and I believe even Singapore has a good
Oh,
airport.
Singapore is fucking amazing. Just to let you know, it's like, and this is even before Emirates or like Qatar even started their operations like years ago. I went on, so when I would go to India growing up, I would take Singapore Airlines. Bro, Singapore airport is beautiful. And then I went now I can take either Qatar or Emirates to go to India. Dude, dude, both of those airports they're massive as hell. Just to let you know, like especially the Dubai airport, that's just massive, massive. And but both of them are like beautiful as hell. Like the only problem I have between just these three airports, actually, I'm gonna remove
Wait
Singapore.
time? Is it the wait time? Like
No, like I'm
delay?
gonna talk about Qatar. Qatar is just like it's kind of like O'Hare in a sense, like oh, here's to get your landing and you have to go all the way to the other side of the airport to go take your other thing just to get it changed to somewhere else.
Kind of
That's
sounds like Denver's airport to me.
O'Hare's worse.
Yeah.
I fucking hate O'Hare. I will avoid O'Hare if I have to. I would rather,
Chicago, right? The thing that's
yeah,
Chicago, right?
Chicago O'Hare.
Yeah. I've
I
been there. I've
literally
been in
hate
an airport once. I
Chicago.
never really had issues with Chicago,
I
but
wait. Did you go
I had,
to O'Hare or Midway?
yeah, I had. Oh, I don't even know. Crap.
Because
Maybe
both of them are
both.
in Chicago.
I've probably been to both of them. There's one that kind of has like a weird architecture on top, which kind of feels like you're. I don't know. It just feels like I don't know. They have like poles on the top or something.
Yeah, I can't answer that question if it's O'Hare or Midway.
Yeah, I've been to both of those airports though.
Same. And
But
I would rather go to Midway than O'Hare any day of the week.
but the thing is though, when I went to Colorado, Denver's airport, I get lost every single freaking time. And I know where to go sometimes, and there's sometimes I just all right.
Yeah, for me, I've been through Denver Airport a few times, and it's just like it wasn't bad for me. When I went to when I was in college in New York, I would go through O'Hare, dude, every 5 minutes. Oh yeah, your new gate is at XYZ. Oh, your new gate's at XYZ. And then like 2 minutes before boarding, it's like, oh yeah, your new gate's at XYZ. I was like, I hate you.
I feel that. I feel that. So also speaking of, airports and traveling and stuff,
Yeah,
we should travel next year. We do Cancun.
yeah,
Maybe for my birthday, since you already got the holidays going coming up, you already have that planned.
yeah,
Um, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the MMA trip too, and we should do, the gym. Like I said earlier, do that as an episode.
yeah,
So yeah, so we got big plans coming up for this.
yeah.
Let's make it happen this time.
Yes, sir. And don't ditch me for 2 years and then reappear randomly.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think this is like a great brief, like what we talked about since my long layover. You just had a show not so long ago. But yeah, let's get Rhino and back in the
Sure.
running.
Yeah, and I'm going over some of the last few episodes. I like literally episode 72, since it's gonna be episode 73, was literally a month ago. So
Let's try to do it. Let's try to do it at least every week.
yeah,
And if we don't do every week, we'll just make it in the week.
exactly. Like I mean, we can plan for like we'll
We
talk
could we could
more.
we could probably do this. Because sometimes YouTubers they post like two certain days per week.
Yeah,
So let's do Sunday, and also let's do
I was thinking Wednesday, Friday.
Wednesday, Friday. I was gonna
Yeah,
say Thursday, but Wednesday, Friday will work.
yeah, I say that mainly because um I know on Saturdays for a lot of the UFC happens on a Saturday. That's why I
Mhm.
said Friday nights we can do our picks, and then Wednesday mainly because we can talk about the NFL and like upcoming sports, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. We'll talk more about this afterwards.
Right, right.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think that's it for now, right? Or do you want to talk some more?
Yeah, I think that's about it for right now. I mean, we talked about a lot. We caught up a lot in the last several months to years for you, and then the last like month for me. But yeah, I guess we'll end it here.
We should probably make some things up too, you know. For holidays, we'll do holiday episodes as well.
Yeah,
You know, greet people for the holidays. And you know, we'll probably put on like Santa hat or something, or you know,
something festive.
something with the do to do with the holidays.
Yeah,
And yeah, I think we've got some big plans. We'll make this happen. We'll make it this better than it was before.
exactly.
Now that I'm back on the show, I know I took 2 years off. You know, I was looking for jobs in those past 2 years too. So yeah, I quit. Then I had some fun. Then I had too much fun.
Yeah,
And then
that I know.
now I'm not as having as fun anymore because I'm working.
Right.
But you know, that's life.
Yeah,
But also, we'll probably talk on some things too in the future and stuff like that, on other things too. Maybe cars or anything else, you know, everything that we would like to express ourselves. We'll probably talk about. Let's make this the best podcast as we possibly can,
yes, sir.
and we'll talk about everything as we possibly can as well.
Yes, sir. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Go. I guess we'll end the podcast here.
Yeah.
Just for the record, if anyone was wondering, no, we're not sponsored by Gymshark. Um, but Gymshark, if you are watching this, yes, we'll take your money. Until then, have a good one. See you in the next episode. Peace.